back to another episode of Shutup Sejal. I have Malvika with me today.
Hi guys.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're meeting after 2 years. We did a collab like 2020 January.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
It was so much fun because she came over to my house and I had like this room and we sat on the bed and I did her makeup. It was such a fun session.
It was like really flawless makeup. I will talk more about that in a second. Guys, if you want to listen to the full episode of this podcast, you can go over to Spotify. The full version of this is exclusively on Spotify. So please go listen and follow me there. So let's talk about the collab, okay? The first one that we did. Malvika did like insanely flawless makeup on me. Insert photos. Like, मेरा makeup इतना अच्छा कभी नहीं हुआ life में.
Really?
I swear, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that also. You're like, I can't believe, okay, this is how you do. And she was like learning on the go, which was amazing. She's like, okay, how do you do this again? So it was
I watched that video a lot, like
Yeah.
for reference.
Yeah.
And I think my skills have deteriorated over the last 2 years. And now that I'm seeing her in person, her makeup, like you need to like see close up mein dekh lena. Like it's very like, she's so good, man. So I'm like taking tips again. When did we first meet and what were our first impressions?
Yeah, you were super lifestyle-y. You still are, and that it's sort of like a different content that was quick to capture you because I feel like you were doing everything, and I was mostly attracted to your videos with your mom. That's what drew me a lot to your channel because I'm like, okay, mom's there. I love mom. It's like my favorite. Moms are like my favorite. And I love how open you are with your mom and the conversations you were having were so crucial to the girls like that needed it today. And that's what drew me to your video.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I love the most.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. So I'm gonna tell you how I saw you.
Okay.
Okay, firstly, so like back in the day, I saw you on India's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Then I saw you then, and then I remember like you said your mom's a model.
Yeah.
Was a model
Yeah.
back in the day, and like you have great style, and everyone was like appreciating her style and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like very confident. Then wo ho gaya. And then when I saw you on YouTube, I think like I got it in my suggested videos or something.
Ooh.
And then I saw you on YouTube and I was like, oh my god, it's the same girl. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And then I saw your makeup videos and then I binged watched your videos for a
Yeah.
bit. And I love that like this like vibe valley energy,
Yeah.
you know, like good vibes valley energy. And then I texted you. I was like, hi, like
Yes. Okay,
like
now
a
it's coming back to me.
Yeah, just like a random like DM, just like a thing ki, hi, like you know, whatever. Like I love your energy.
Yeah.
It was like a random thing.
I remember it now.
Yeah, I think like I really wanted to be friends with you, and like
So and then
That's
I
what-
was like really surprised you DM me because I'm like, oh my god, I also watch her, and it's pretty cool how the internet lets you do that.
yeah.
With one click. So thank you for doing that. But it's awesome to initiate conversations. Yeah.
You should talk about this. She very generously got me a gift, which is very exciting. Basic Beauty, guys. Malvika is now an entrepreneur. Oh my god.
My gosh, saying that was also like beauty content creator and now it's like entrepreneur, businesswoman. But it's been fun. This is the brand. Yes, this is Basic Beauty. And I got her perfume which she ripped apart and used
मैंने
it.
use कर लिया already because मेरा third week है traveling out of a suitcase and I'm just like dying to go home. Okay, I just want to go home. And मेरा सब खत्म हो गया है.
I was so happy that Sejal's like, I needed a perfume and oh my god, that's amazing. I'm very excited for you to try the body oil as well.
Yeah.
I got her the body oil and super excited. It's just like an after shower, relaxing body oil.
So it's like moisturizer.
Yeah.
I want to try it. This is great. Thank you so much. Okay, now give it to me. It's mine now.
One eternity later.
You know what? Like the crux of this episode, I thought would be like relationships. In the previous season that I did. Wait, how was your wedding firstly?
So it was 17 Jan, which is day after tomorrow.
Oh,
sorry,
first-
17 March, which is day after tomorrow.
First anniversary.
Second. So we went to the court and we like signed papers and stuff, which was a very, very tedious process, by the way. But then the next day, it was lockdown. So like literally the next day. So it was a good save. I could like move in with him and everything. But yeah, it's been 2 years after that. So we haven't had a chance to have the ceremony because it was the first wave and the second wave. And I'm just like, I don't want this other wave because it's a lot of money going into this and I just want to cancel. But I also want all my friends to like enjoy without the mask and be a little relaxed. So we push it, hopefully happening next year. It should. My team is like next year. So yeah, hoping for Jan next year.
how do you chase your dream and then not kind of just go overboard? What did you learn from him?
Yeah, so even up until very recently, he was very much into the rat race situation. He's like, I want to go do this, do that. And in the lockdown, which was again beautiful because he got very close to like spirituality and meditation, like all of us did. But more so for him, it just clicked something, man. He just became a changed person in the best way possible. And he started becoming more self-aware, like you said, and he started teaching me that as well. And it just went in so beautifully, wherein he's like, you know what, this rat racing is not helping me. It's putting me under so much pressure every single day to be able to chase that. And if I don't chase that, what's going to happen to a person like me as an overachiever, right? You won't be able to take it because some people can't take it and they go to depression and etc. etc.
Yeah.
So he started curbing that side of him, and while still wanting to achieve those things, he's like, it's okay if I don't.
Yeah.
And starting to be a little more patient. I think that like patience has helped him. And so once I got into this business thing is the whole different thing. I could sort of like go again, but I'm also really chilled. I'm okay. Like I want to build my brand and take my own sweet time.
Yes.
I don't want to be in this rat race. Also, the thing about me na is that, babe, I am like very, very happy for everybody all the time. Like I'm just not like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm like, girl, like I can't do that. I'm just like, oh my god, tell me how to do that.
That's
like you're
amazing.
so cool, right?
That's so amazing.
Yeah, so I can't be this rat race person who's just like, I'm gonna beat you and leave
Yeah.
you behind. I'm like, girl, can we collab? Can you come on board with me? Can we do this? I'm always collaborative. I want everybody to grow with me, and that's why I don't feel like I'm in the chase.
Yeah.
I'm like, मैं जहाँ हूँ ठीक हूँ यार.
That's amazing. Like, were you always like that? Because I feel like I've struggled with that a lot.
Okay,
Because
okay,
I
tell me
think I'm
more.
kind of like super perfectionist. At least I used to be. Like,
Okay.
I've worked on that a lot. Like,
हाँ.
super perfectionist. Super like मुझे class में first आना है.
अच्छा.
Even though मैं school में काफी बिल्कुल ऐसी नहीं थी. But I think when you kind of taste like the speed of your own success, and when it comes to you because of hard work, like
Yeah.
you kind of become like that. It kind of fuels that thing for you. So I relate to what Akhil, like what you said about Akhil a lot. So I went through that a lot, and I think like I'm seeing a little bit of change in me now, a lot of change. So were you always like that, or did you have to like get into this mindset of like being very?
I think, honestly, I feel like I was always like that. I didn't want to always like be number one, do the rat race. I definitely wanted to be the best at what I do in my own capacity. Like I'm like, if I'm gonna do this beauty content creation thing, I'm gonna do it the best I possibly can, and I want to take beauty to the global level, right? That's where I am. So I never like stop that. For me, my chase is with myself. I'm like, if I did this last year, I want to beat myself in this year, right? And this year. So I'm always drawing from people who are doing amazing, and I just want to pave such a good path for me, because you only have limited span of years. Like after that, it's going to slow down because there are much more talented people coming in to replace you, and it's the fact. Okay, there's no feeling bad here, because I've had such a beautiful phase of being a creator, but you never know, it may go away. So I had to do something to leverage my followers, and that's why the brand made sense. I'm like, after 7 years of being here, I have garnered like such a loyal audience who's just like waiting for chal na maaz kuch to release kar, because you want to see what you create. And so I felt like the lockdown was like the perfect moment to sort of bring that brand. It's like an extension of who I am. Basic Beauty is like Malvika plus basic.
How did you like plan the whole thing? Like, if anybody wants to, basically, like it'll be helpful for me, for anybody else. How did you plan the whole thing, and how did you come up with the idea? And how long did it take? Like, did you have to test a bunch of samples? Stuff like, wait, like even packaging, like even this plastic on it, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, you know, is sabka bhi paisa lagta hai.
Oh yeah. Every single bit that you're seeing needs like a lot of thinking. And and we're super young right now, you know, we're definitely, every single time we're looking at feedback and we're going back and improving this. So, and by the way, this brand began in the lockdown through virtual calls. So there was no like, I remember, so funny, okay. I remember this phase where we ordered for some samples from China. I'll be very honest with you, from China. बीच में, lockdown के बीच में, और वो आ गया था. मतलब लॉकडाउन के एकदम पैंडेमिक में
इंडिया आ गया था.
मैं बोल रही हूँ, मतलब कहाँ से इतना जल्दी samples have come from there. So it was somewhere people were still working, you know. It's like
oh my god,
that way.
They never sleep, basically.
They never sleep. I was like, chal, let's like try this. So Akhil, basically, like I said, he's a serial entrepreneur, and he's like, you should do something with your life, right? Do something now. Building a brand is great. I was like, ho jayega na. Definitely I want to make a brand, but I'm just like 27, 28, right? Too young for me. But the conversations that he kept nudging ended up into being this brand. He's like, no, keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
So I started speaking to my brand manager back then, Veronica, and Akhil and I kept sitting on virtual calls and we kept deciding what this brand is going to be about. And the thing is, I was most productive in the lockdown. Can I just say, like in 2020, when people like laid back, took it easy, chilled out, I'm like, no, I'm going to take all this free time and build something like insanely well with my time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I did it. I'm just like, let's register it, let's go for it. बहुत sampling करने पड़ते हैं, बहुत ही ज़्यादा, हद से ज़्यादा मतलब.
What was like the first product that you thought that you want to do, that you want to start with?
So I did candles. So that was like, I really love candles. You know that, like I burn it like every single time.
I've seen candles in your room.
Huh?
Yeah.
I was like, this would be the perfect thing to launch for me because people resonate me with candles as well, and it's an easy product.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you mean easy?
Okay, easy is because not easy to build. I'll tell you, I thought it was easy to come out with a candle, but it is not. So I thought it would be a great way to sort of give me time to build my beauty line. So beauty is not easy. Beauty is really hard because given who I am, I'm very anal about my quality, my formulation, my packaging, every single thing that goes into it must be pristine, right? And I could not have come out with beauty back then. It could not have been my first product stage.
Yeah.
It could not. I know people were expecting some like beauty line with Malvika, but nahi hota. Like it's just a very bootstrapped brand, okay? So it's just like invested by me itself. So I'm just like,
oh, Bootstrapped invested by you basically.
Yeah. So there's no external investors as of yet.
And that's like really huge for people to know because like creators, a lot of times like you have to invest in your own passion projects, man. And that's like, how much would you have worked to have even, you know, the supply of like capital for you to be able to do that?
Exactly.
That's huge. That's like a really huge achievement in itself.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I know people think like, okay, let's just do this product, you know, and just like start a brand. But it really takes like years of savings. It takes years of savings, like solid savings, and not spending on frivolous things to be like, okay, now I have this much set aside to build this brand. If I fail, at least I've had that aside for the brand. I've not spent my entire savings.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I dove into it, and it's just it's something, dude. Like this whole experience has been so surreal because it's just been like 7 months, 8 months.
Does it get you like
excited?
Yeah.
Now it does. Initially, it was a little difficult because this was not my forte. Why I came out with candles first, yes, is because again, I wanted time to build beauty, right? And uske liye I need like a lot of time to think about who will be my vendors, so and so. So instead of waiting for that time, so Akhil is like, why don't you bring out other aspects in the brand, right? He gave us this idea and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just not about the beauty all the time. I'm also about lifestyle. I'm about like inviting people into my home all the time. I'm like, look at my stuff. I do home decor. I'm like, here, this is the candle. I do bath and body. So I was like, people know other stuff of my life as well. So I'm like, why not release candles and then get into like these 3 divisions, right? So then we have home, we have bath and body, and we have beauty. So there's 3 divisions that I'm catering to, which is all about Mars, right? It's all about things that I love.
That is so cool, and I know like so many people are starting, especially during the lockdown, like you, like lots of like younger girls I've seen have like stores on Instagram, they're making their own clothes and like selling it, and that's like the most helpful thing. I've wanted to do like an apparel brand since like बहुत time se, but I think in the middle I was like, nah, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Purely because of like the whole like business angle around it, and I felt like, how do you estimate? Because like also clothing businesses,
is hard.
There's like really small margins basically, because you can't unless you're like Zara or like H&M, because they buy in bulk, so they can get like smaller prices for their pieces.
Absolutely, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. So I've thought about this for so long, and I was just waiting like who in India, like a creator will start like their own like beauty brand or whatever, because that's huge. This is basically like the coolest thing, and I really like, I want to see lipsticks. Okay, please make a lipstick for me. And yeah, wait, मैं अपनी request बता देती हूँ, 1 minute. तो
pen paper लो भाई.
यही वाला lipstick that you're wearing, something like that.
Okay, done.
And also, this is a really great idea. Wait, let me whisper. If this does well, you have to give me a cut. So like a lipstick matching with a blush. That's a solid idea.
Wow,
like a kit.
you're so close.
Like a kit to. But this is great. I'm gonna wrap up the episode now. thank you so much. I think I learned a lot from this conversation personally, like all the brand insights and like just relationship vibes, advice. Acha, recommend one book to everybody before you leave.
Oh my god, one book. Okay, I think What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey is amazing. It will change your life.
Really?
It'll
Pakka, should I read it?
What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey has changed the dynamic for me. I can give you more, but I think this book will tell you why you are the way you are today. It'll take you all the way back to your childhood and tell you, it's a conversation, you know, with Oprah and a doctor, and it'll just explain the dynamics of like parents in childhood and what to do and not to do to become like a better adult moving forward. And it helped me a lot because I was wondering, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And then you know why you're doing this.
Yeah.
So What Happened to You by Oprah?
Wait, I will definitely read it. I'll read the sample first on Kindle and I'm going to read
love it.
I'm gonna read the book. Thank you so much. This was so
thank
much
you for
fun.
having me,
Of
man.
course, this is collab number 2. We will do collab number 3 whenever we meet next, soon. Thank you so much and thank you guys for watching. This was great. Please subscribe, like, comment below. Comment what should they comment below? I'm thinking. Comment anything. Comment anything. If you want to be my Reels partner, you can comment that below. We'll reach out to you. But this was fun. Thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe, please comment, like, everything. And for the full version of this podcast, like hamari puri wali conversation ke liye, you can go over to Spotify, follow me there, and this podcast, Shutup Sejal, is exclusively on Spotify. So please go listen, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Deep trouble, he was calling. Oh,